Hey, what's up, guys? Peace and blessings. Welcome to my life, Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. Guys, look, I hope you all can hear me real good because I was having problems with my mic. I went ahead and dropped it on the floor. Yes, dropped the mic. So I guess it's going to be good. So I hope you all can hear me good. I went ahead and order another mic. So it should be coming in maybe about 2 or 3 days. So what I'm doing right now, I am using my computer mic. So I hope you guys can hear me good. Just bear with me because yes, I went ahead and I dropped the mic. I see my girl is in here. Logical Speak. Yes, indeed. She said I can hear you good. Thank you very much. Always holding the sister down I just feel like I just ready to just go ahead and throw in the towel because this right here, this is a lot, guys. Especially when you try to stand on your truth, and everybody just don't want to hear it. But like I said, it is what it is, and I see that light bear natural spiritual. She's in the house. Thank you for joining my live, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and unbiased. Yes, indeed. But guys, like I said, when you standing on your truth, it's just not easy, but it is what it is. And I say, look, I done had enough. I'm just go ahead and edit videos because this stuff right here, it is comical, especially to me, because like I said, at the end of the day, it is a reality show. But the sad thing about it is that we get too personal in this stuff. And I think that the ones that's on the show, they can stop it, but they're not going to stop it long as they can continue to stir the pot. But like I said, you never win when you play dirty. Never win. Light beer say, yes, the mic is good. Thank you very much because I dropped the mic. What happened was I only have one mic. So what I was doing is I was just moving it back and forth from one room to another one. And I went ahead and I dropped it. So it is what it is. So guys, thank you very, very much. Like I sit there and say, this channel is not for everyone. It's not for everyone. Only those that is team right, that is seeking the truth. And if you have a favorite, it is what it is. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's still a reality show. And I'm going to call it like it is. So, guys, before I continue with my live, I want to go ahead and share this with you guys. I don't know if you all saw this right here. So, guys, y'all say that y'all can hear me good, right? Let me share this right here with you guys. This right here, I saw this article. Well, I didn't see the article. I saw it on CNN. I don't know if you guys familiar with it, but they were saying that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle and her mom, yes, they say they was chased down by the paparazzi. And this is what they call it right here. They say Prince Harry and Meghan Markle says they were involved in a near catastrophic car chase with paparazzi in New York. And we already know, what happened to Prince Harry's mom, Prince Diane, how they chased her to her death. And I don't know if, they, out there to do the same thing to them right there. As you can see, I would be scared. And I'm pretty sure that these people are scared because, it happened to his mom. And now they chasing them to, they say they chase them almost like close to, gosh, they say hours, chasing these people down the road. And you don't know if these people have a target on them or what, but this is sad. Let me just go ahead and read a little bit, and then we're going to go ahead and get in our commentary when it comes to all this stuff that is going on pretty much with Martell, and I'm just trying to figure out, guys, what is going on, how we can uplift other people from doing the same bad behavior. But yet when it comes to Martell Holt, it's like they gonna slam him. You mean you glorify one and you chop another one's head? I don't know. Make it make sense, guys. But let me read this right here, and then we're gonna go ahead into my commentary where it says that Prince Harry and his wife Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, was involved in a near catastrophic car chase with paparazzi in New York. A spokesman for the couple said Wednesday, where not Prince, but Sussex Meghan Markle, which she was being awarded for the Women of Vision Award, And I guess they went ahead and stalked them. But like I said, I truly believe that the first gonna be last and the last gonna be first, as we can go ahead and see it. I'm just read a little more, and after that, we're gonna go ahead and get into my commentary. But right here it says that the pair, together with Meghan's mother, her mother was with her, were followed by photographers after leaving a charity event in New York on Thursday night. This relentless pursuit lasted over 2 hours. I mean, following these people for 2 hours. Guys, I would have been so scared. It says a result in multiple near collision involving other drivers on the road, passengers, and two New York Police Department officers, the spokesman said in a statement. They added that the near catastrophic car chase came at the hands of a ring of highly aggressive paparazzi. The incident came after the couple attended the Women of Vision Award at New York, I don't know what that say, ballroom. Morgan mother, daughter, England also attended the event. Guys, that's scary. Tell me if that's not scary. That's just to show you guys that, it's so much that's going on, which I'm not going to get too much in it, but like I said, they say we know what all is about. And the thing about it is, when it comes to our people, we don't see how these people are out there rocking us to sleep. We don't see that because we're so busy trying to tear down one another where we can't even figure out who we are. And some of you guys might catch this by tomorrow. Like Barrett says, I think it may have been set up. I think so as well. And Logic says chasing them is dangerous. Diana lost her life in the matter. Harry has to do something different. Yes, it's just that, like I said there and say, it's something bigger than what you think it is. It's even bigger than Meghan Markle and bigger than Harry, especially when we know that Meghan, went to she married a prince. And like I said there and said, if you really want to get deep down into that story, how it really originated, then you're gonna realize why she catching so much hell. And I'm gonna leave it like that. So let's go ahead, and I just wanted to go and throw this out to you guys so you can see exactly what's going on. But let's go ahead and get to all this stuff right here. As you can see by my big old background, I want to make sure, guys, that you all see this right here. And I need you all to help me to make this make sense. I know you guys can see it real good. Look like, everything is good on my screen. Like I say, I agree. Like, yes, our people suck in individual illusion of gradual. Absolutely. That is horrible, guys. It's just horrible. And like I said there and say, some of our people, it's just that we not gonna cross over. We just lost. We so busy looking at something else instead of sitting there focusing on our own selves. And they like it. Like I said, old master don't have to do anything, guys, anymore. All old master have to do is just sit down and relax because we are doing his job for him. And this right here, especially when it comes to all this stuff, when it comes to these reality shows and the stuff that we seeing right now, what Martell is going through, whether you like Martell or not, to me, it's a plantation mindset. That's exactly how I look at it, as a plantation mindset. And we have to learn how to shake these strongholds, these chains off, because that's all it is. And the sad thing about it, guys, it is our people. Do you hear what I'm saying? It is our people that's doing the most. I was watching one of Carlos King's video. He did an interview with this white lady. I'm not really going to get into it, but this interview that he did the other day, guys, I think you can, let me see if you can see her, because I'm not going to pull that up. That's not what I want to talk about, but I want to make sure that you guys see, because let me see if I can move it. Yeah, I guess you can see this lady. You probably can't see this lady, but go to his channel, and you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. But everybody was lifting her up because they thought that she came on to go ahead and talk about Martell. They thought that she was going to talk about Martell, so they was sitting there, was lifting her up. Oh yeah, we need her. And all the while, what I thought that they was doing, what I think they was doing, is using that reverse psychology, because they came on talking about Martell and Melanie, their infidelity, and then they went and jumped on Kim Zolciak and how she had an affair with Big Papa. And I saw the bigger picture. See, people didn't understand. Like I said, they say people are so quick to put their foot on Martell Holt, where they can't not see the bigger picture. I saw the bigger picture. Let me see if I can make my screen a little smaller. Hold on, guys. Bear with me. Yeah, I saw the bigger picture. What it is that everybody was sitting there saying, "Oh, I'm glad that she's here," because they thought that she was gonna, this white lady was gonna sit there and just drag Martell to the mud. But what she was doing is, and what Carlos King was doing, which I already had figured out, because like I said there and say, I don't look at things so how you guys look at things. I look at things from a spiritual aspect. And how I saw is that what they was doing is they was trying to show you that we got Kim Zolciak that brought in someone else's husband, had him in the open, giving her gifts, and even coming to her shows, sitting on the set. Nobody called Kim Zolciak out on that, or made a big deal like you guys are making when it comes to Martell and Ariane Curry. I want to know, what is the difference? What is the difference between what Martell Host did and what Kim Zolciak? The only difference that I can see is a white woman and is a black man. That's the only difference. And the sad thing about it is that you guys took this white woman, and I'm not being racist, because like I said there and say, I am team right. But you guys took this white woman and you glorified this white woman. You sat there and you gave her a show, a spinoff, and had this woman sitting there thinking that what she did was right. But yet, when it comes to Martell Holt and Ariane Curry and all this stuff that happened, you guys, it's not giving him no slack at all. It's like you guys just helping them, hunt them down like sheep for the slaughter. So I want to know, what is the difference? The only difference that I see right here is that our people love to help these people do their job. Our people love to sit there and put our mouths on our own people, but we take our head and we stick it in the sand when it comes to other people. Oh, we're not going to talk about them. We're not going to talk about them because that's the way that we were conditioned. We were conditioned to sit there and tear up each other. And like I said there and say, guys, go ahead and tune me out, because my channel is not for everyone. Because I was going to go ahead and I was going to leave this alone. And if I start preaching, trust me, that's exactly what I do on my channel. Because like I said, I take the foolish things to conform the wise. I want to know, what is the difference? Why are we so involved in what's going on with Martell? Why we want to keep our foot on this man's neck, where we don't want to see this man go out there and make a living? But yet we can take this same white woman and we can glorify her. We can put her on the pedestal. All the stuff that she did. Just look at this. Look at, like I say, help me to make this make sense. You guys sit there and help this lady to right her wrong, do all this stuff that she was doing out there, where she was able to set up a family, get her house, living behind the picket fence. And she never was called out. She never was called out. You don't see that her people was going out there writing petitions, going out there trying to sit there and get this woman fired off of her show. You didn't see her own people doing that, because they're not going to do that to each other. They're not going to do that to each other. And like I said, when it comes to my channel is not for everybody. If you want your ears tickled, then you got to go somewhere else that's going to tickle your ears. And that's real talk. Logical says, yes, no one really dogged Kim, but Martell is a black man. Absolutely. No, yes, no one really dogged him, but Martell is a black man, and some of our people are quick to dog the black man always. I don't know what it is. Like I said, they say, the sad thing about it, what hurts me the most is that it's our own people. Our own people. That is so horrible. You tell me, what is the difference? What is the difference? What is the difference between what Kim Zolciak is doing, what she did, and what Martell? Tell me what's the difference. Like I said, you guys act like Martell Holt was the only person in the world that had cheated over his wife. And like I tell you guys, and I'm going to continue telling you guys over and over and over and over, it takes two to tear a house down. It takes two to tear the house down. But you guys so busy trying to put your foot on this black man's neck where you guys cannot see the entire picture. That's why I want to play this video, and we're going to comb through this video of what Martell and Carlos King was talking about, because Carlos King said he always had a vision that Martell and Melanie was going to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta. You heard when he said that, which we're going to comb through that. But look how God is. God will sit there, and the least ones that you expect, he would have them to bust the doors open, and he will have them to sit there and enjoy all the fruits of somebody else's labor. And why would God do that? Why would the Most High God would allow someone to run with somebody else's vision? Because the way that you guys are messing with it, God would take his wrong and would make it right because of the way that you guys are interfering in God's word. The Bible says revenge is the Lord's. God does not need your help. So that is why God is turning it around. So long as you keep putting your mouth on these people, God is, like Carlos King even said, I say it on all my videos all the time. There's life and death that is in the power of the tongue. So anytime when you trying to sit there and you trying to tear somebody else down to raise somebody else up, then God gonna right in your face, he gonna make a fool out of you. And that's exactly what the Most High God is doing. And like I say, sign out right now, because my channel is not for everybody. Even if I got 2 or 3 that's in here, even if I got to do it by myself, I'm going to do it by myself, because at least I know the truth is what's going to set us free. I don't understand all this stuff that is going on. I don't understand how we are so quick to put our foot on the black man's neck. I mean, this is, guys, this is beyond cray-cray. This is beyond insane. This is crazy, guys. Can't you sit there and separate this show from these people's personal life? How the hell you can sit there and say this man is a bad parent? This man said there need to be in jail. Yes, I even read a comment where one of them said that and said, I can't wait to see Martell in jail. That is sad. That is sad. It's also sad when Melanie came on a reality show just because this man is sitting there going to see his kids at the birthday party. Melanie on camera sitting there and saying, don't have me to call the police. And we know exactly how it ends up by calling the police on the black man. And we already know it was nothing but a setup, because Martell, he went to see his kids. Martell was not camera up. But Melanie, if she said that this was a private party for her kids, why did Melanie have a camera on? Ask yourself that. Why did Melanie have a camera on? Because Melanie wanted to make a show. Melanie wants to make a show. And I don't know how loud I am. If I'm screaming in your ears, guys, please go ahead and load a mic, because I don't have a mic on. I'm talking to my talking through my computer mic, okay? But let me go ahead and read some of these comments, because like I said there and say, honey, this channel is not for everyone. This channel is only for those that is seeking the truth. See all through this stuff. And you might sit there and say, well, if this channel is for seeking the truth, this is a part of her ministry, why is she using a military? Why is she using this reality show? Because that's where our people at. Because that's where our people at. So if I can take the foolish things of this world to confound the wise, that's exactly what I'm going to do, okay? Let me read some of these comments right here. Logic says, Martell has been properly spanked by us, but they will never give him any grace. And yes, we were taught to hate our own. Absolutely. We're not only spanking him, we beating this man to the ground. But as long as you keep beating him and beating him and beating him, God is raising him up. And as you can see, God is raising him up, because what happened? Who God is opening the doors for? Who on two shows? Martell is on Love and Marriage in Huntsville, and he also is on Real Housewives of Atlanta. He was a star on Real Housewives of Atlanta. He opened it up, and everybody is basing their storyline behind who? Martell Holt. Martell Holt. So you cannot sit there and try to play dirty, because you never win. You never win when you play dirty. Because what goes around gonna come around. And the same ones that you trying to sit there and lift up, if you doing it out of darkness, doing it for revenge, God will turn it around. God will turn it around. That's exactly how God works. Because I told you over and over and over, God is married to the backslider. He's not married to the ones that think that they got it all together. And that's the reason why everybody is running before Mel, because Mel can stop this. Mel can stop this anytime that she wants, but she loves stirring the pot. So keep stirring the pot. Keep stirring the pot, because everything that you putting out on the table, you're not eating on it. Everybody else coming and eating off it. Everybody is eating off it. And before you know it, you're going to be on the out, and everybody else going to be running with your vision. So what you need to do is stop it right now. And I know you guys don't like the way I talk in here, but like I said, this channel is not for everybody. And this is not a male hate, trying to hate male. This is seeking the truth, because this right here is too much. This right here is too much. Lodge says, and Kim was openly racist to Black on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Absolutely. Kim said there didn't even want it to film with these women anymore. Once Nene Leakes got Kim out of the trailer park or off the pole, and I'm going to say allegedly, once Kim started sitting there getting famous, one white girl on a platform full of Black girls, Kim, like I said there and say, white was right. Kim didn't even want to film with these people. Kim was saying racial slurs. And I remember with Deshaun White. I don't know you guys remember Deshaun White. That's what's like on the first seasons when Deshaun White had invited Kim Zolciak to a barbecue. And Kim sat there and she said, I don't want to go there and eat no chicken. Deshaun sat there and said, we wasn't just serving chicken. We had shrimps and everything else. But that's what's her being racist. That's what's her being racist, is because she think every Black person love chicken. Just like with Sweetie. You remember when she had her a little assistant called Sweetie, had this little Sweetie like a slave. We was all sitting there saying, free Sweetie, free Sweetie. But yet, what happened? You guys took your head and you put it in the sand. You didn't talk about this stuff right here. This woman sat there and was hollering Big Papa all on every episode. You guys didn't say nothing about it. You guys was cheering her on, cheering on. But the minute when you see a Black man sitting there doing the same thing that these people are doing, you sit there and you take their head and you put it on a platter and you serve it to them. That's sick. Our people is sick. Our people is sick. So that's why I'm asking you the question. What's the difference? What's the difference between what Kim Zolciak did and what Martell had done? What's the difference? You don't see Martell was on that show maybe one time and he apologized when he called Ariane a peasant. But you never saw not one time Martell sit there and come on and disrespect his wife and disrespect people that's watching this, glorifying this mess like Kim glorified when she was with somebody else's husband. Make it make sense, guys. That's just to show you guys that we got our pickers and choosers. It's sad. It's sad to say, but we got our pickers and choosers. We call good evil and evil good. We call good evil and evil good. That's to show you we are messed up. We got a long ways to go. We got a long ways to go. And guys, I hope I'm not yelling, guys, but I dropped the mic. I guess I dropped the mic because what God had put upon my heart, it might have made sense where even God said that, send his angels around and say, look, I'm going to drop the mic because it's time for someone to sit there and speak on all this stuff right here. Because we know that they ain't going to speak on nothing like this. And the reason why you're not going to see all these bloggers speaking on stuff like that, because they know if you go against the grain, then you're going to be cut. You're going to be cut. Just like when somebody came on, all you got is 2 or 3 people on your platform. I don't give a care if I got 2 or 3 people on my platform. I know who in the midst of it all is God, because God gets the glory. I don't look at the numbers. Because it's not about me. It's not about Dottie Squad or anybody. It's all about standing on truth, on righteousness. That's all that matters. Donna Davis said, yes, agree. It's beyond crazy out here in these YouTube streets. Absolutely. It's absolutely. And the reason why it's like that, because the world love its own. The world love its own. That's the reason why it's like that. The world love its own. Quite obvious we're going to do stuff like this. People don't want to hear nothing like this. Long as we could keep tearing each other down. Oh, yeah, they like it. They like it. But what if somebody sit there and shine the light in your house? What if somebody shine the light in your house and see all them skeletons falling out your closet? I know it would happen to me because my life is not perfect. I'm not holy than thou. I was saved by God's amazing grace. Thank God that I was not in my mess. He didn't take me out while I was in my mess. So why you think that this man cannot be redeemed? Why you think that this man cannot receive God's amazing grace? Come on, guys, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Like Beer say, they love the white woman, and they absolutely. And the reason why is because that's the way that we was taught. That's the way that we was conditioned. We was taught to love these people and hate our own. We was taught that. That's and what we have to do is we got to shake and pull down these strongholds, because all this right here is generational curses. It triggered down to this generation right here where we hate everything about us. We hate everything about us. These people don't care about you. They'll ride straight through you. And you will ride straight through your own people just to get to them. And that's why I sit there and say, we are quick to sit there and say, oh, it's the white man. It's the white man. No, it's you. The worst enemy can be the man in the mirror. We are our worst enemies. Do you hear what I said? Logic says, in a new generation of tearing down, the black man done by their own people, and black women are doing the current tearing down. The black man today, he has been punished for his mistakes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Why? Why? Because it is a generational curse. It's what you call modern day slavery. Modern day slavery is a shame that our own people are on the hunt for the black man. Because why? Why? Because the black man serves a purpose. That's why. The black man serves a purpose. I can go deep. I can go really deep. Read Psalms. I think it's Psalms 86 and 6. And you're going to know who is the black man. He's not the God of the Most High, but he's the little God. The black man is God, counted like sheep for the slaughter. You guys been after the seed for so long. And the thing about it, we got this European mindset. We don't need a man. Guys, why you think so much stuff is going on in this world today? Why you think so much is happening today? We got to come out of her. We got to stop it. And it begins with us, because judgment is going to begin with us. We got to stop it. We got to stop tearing each other down. This right here, guys, like I said there and say, this is only a reality show. We don't know these people from a can of paint, but the way that we are acting, behind people that we don't know, it says a lot about you. It says a lot about you. That is sad. That is sad. That is sad. This is so sad, guys. This is sad. But like I said, then say, I do not believe that the Most High God will bring us somewhere without seeing us through. All this right here is serving a purpose. Serving a purpose. And a lot of people don't like to touch this stuff when it comes to these reality shows, because they look at it, oh, this stuff is foolish. This stuff, yes, it is. But you also can use it as a teachable moment, because that's exactly where our people at. Our people don't even know how it feels to go outside touching grass, to go outside doing something productive, because we right there in front of these reality shows trying to live our life through these people. I mean, becoming so vicious. I mean, tearing down these people business, tearing down everything that these people is doing. And these people are getting paid mad money behind this stuff. But what are you getting paid? You're not getting paid nothing. Maybe a few crumbs. But how can you sleep at night? I don't know how these people could sleep at night, guys. I don't know. Like Beer says, they can't beat him through only themselves. They can't beat him through only themselves. Yes. Lottie said, yes, what you do comes back to you. Yes, God is on the side of the weak and the down. He will lift them up through the faith. And Martell has prayed for forgiveness. Absolutely. Absolutely. You don't know the talk that Martell had with God. You cannot say that Martell didn't repent. You don't know what's going on in these people's house. You guys are looking from the outside in, or going by what Melody is putting out. If Melody was in her peace, why Melody, every chance that she can get, she's in front of the doggone computer, tweeting and commenting and stirring the fire? Why Melody, if she's so much in her peace, why she's doing something like this? Because what she did is taking her pain for gain. Yes, that's exactly what Melanie doing. Melanie is using her pain for gain. And that's why everything is blowing up right before her head. Because everybody is looking at now Melanie, like I said, they say. And I'm not a therapist, but this started to look cuckoo to me. It sounds like a scorned, bitter woman. And you cannot say, oh, poor Melody. Oh, poor Melody. You can't say that anymore, because like I said there and say, Melanie is not the first and she's not the last. Melanie is not the first person something had happened before. And the thing about it is that the reason why Melanie is so involved in it, because she's using it for gain. Look how she ran with the t-shirts. Just look how she ran with the t-shirts. Because she's getting paid off of all this stuff. But I don't know how you could even sleep at night. Got these people all messed up in the streets over stuff that you just sitting there, you behind closed doors laughing off it. God is not the author of confusion. God is not the author of confusion, but love, peace, and of a sound mind. And anytime when you get something like that, you're getting it from the back door. And that's why other people coming through the front door and they reaping the harvest. And that's real talk. Oh my God. That's the way it usually worked. I remember Sweetie and how Kim treated her like a slave. Yes. But see, they're not going to talk about stuff like this. They're not going to talk about stuff like this. Donna says soon it's going to backfire on Mel. It's backfiring right now. If she don't stop the shenanigans, shaking my head, she's doing this for her insane fans to keep them to like her. That's all it's about. But I tell you guys all the time, be careful who holding up your ladder. Because the same ones that seen you going up there is the same ones that's gonna shake your butt off it. Look how now this new girl, what's her name, came on. I think they say Tisha brought her on. They call her Carson Blue. Let me see if I can find this. Let's talk about this right quick. And Carson Blue. Now they all was coming down on Tisha saying this is Ariane Curry's friend. But the minute when this girl came on Instagram, started talking bad about Martell and Ariane, oh, now they lifting her up. All the while they was tearing her down. Now they lifting her up. Because she on there with that fake ring, she had that fake ring that she had on her finger, on there tearing down Martell and Ariane Curry. Now they saying, oh, we like her. Oh, what she's saying is true. And they running with that story. But all the while, when you go into our fan base page, on our fan page on Facebook, Martell is in there, not Martell, Marcel is on there. Marcel, he's advertising her business. He advertising her business. This is show business to these people. But you guys are upset because you say Tisha had brought in this girl, Carson Blue, to get back at Mel. To me, that right there, that was the small potatoes. And the reason why I say that was small potatoes because all the hell that Mel put Letitia in when she sat there, tried to get someone on that show to say that they was messing with her husband. And when the woman didn't come on, then she went and she grabbed Tisha's cousin. But yet you guys blowing up because Tisha brought in a friend of Ariane. Who? It wouldn't have worked that with me if I was on that show. If I was on that show, I would have brought in Ariane Curry herself. All the hell that Melanie put me through, that would have been Melanie's worst nightmare. Because she deserved that. And the reason why she deserved that, because when she sat there, tried to tamper with my marriage, bringing in women, going to my close cousin, not my second, my third, my fourth cousin, but my first cousin, brother and sister's children, to tear down my marriage based off what she heard on YouTube. But yet you guys crying because Tisha brought in a friend of Ariane Curry. Come on, guys, make it make sense. Like I said, and here is real talk. Guys, I cannot sugarcoat. I got to call it like it is. And yes, it's going to backfire, just like it backfiring now with Letitia. Letitia and Marcel, they got all the businesses. They sitting there running a business that had belongs to Melanie and her husband. Now, who the one's gonna prosper off it? Tisha and Marcel's children's children. And that belongs to Melanie now. Like I said, you never win when you play dirty. You never win when you play dirty, because what goes around comes around. And that's real talk. Allah say no different. Only our people dragging him, period. However, only bitter black women and gay men hate Martell, not straight black men. They are giving Martell grace and working with him. Absolutely. And that's what God wants us to do. It's just bitter old women, Bitter old miserable women and men with those perverted spirits standing outside sitting there doing something that's productive. They inside sitting there helping stirring this pot. Bitter people, that's all it is. Miserable bitter people. And you guys can't see. Guys, you cannot see that it's backfiring on you guys. I was sat there when Carlos King had told Martell that I had a vision that it was going to be you and your wife on Real Housewives of Atlanta on a big platform. Well, who it end up with? And Martell, what Martell said? Martell said then said he wasn't even checking for it because it wasn't him. You know, that's not his lifestyle, you know, to be on the big screen. But it was Melanie's dream. Melanie couldn't even take care of her own household because she was so busy trying to be famous. Trying to be famous. But who running with it now? Who running with it now? Like I said, you never win when you play dirty. Because what you sitting there looking at somebody as a failure, somebody as a sinner man, somebody that is not worthy. But God does not look at us the way that men look at us, because God looks at the heart. And maybe God saw something that was in Martell's heart that was right standing with him, that was right with him. Where maybe Martell sat there and took his hands off it and said, God, forgive me. Forgive me. Because they forgive me. But who made you all? The judge, the jury, and the executor, where you want to keep your foot on that man's neck. But that's all right. Because want me to tell you something? What's done in the dark, God is going to bring it to the light, because it takes two, as I say, to tear down a house. But we might as well get over it. We might as well get over it. Because you don't sit there and put your foot on somebody's neck just because they fell. The Bible says a righteous man falls 7 times, but he does what? He gets back up. But you guys don't want to see him up. You don't want to see this man prosper. You guys hate just the thought of this man. But yet, all the while, you don't see these white people doing that to each other. You don't see that. But we do it to our own people because that's the way that we was conditioned. That's the way we was conditioned. That's sad, guys. Yes, Donna, you are correct. It's always falling down on Melanie. The truth will always rise to the top. And that's what God is doing right now, guys. That's what God is doing right now. What God is doing, he's raising the bottom up. He's raising the bottom up. And I promise you, I didn't have nothing prepared. I was not coming on because I said I was done with Love and Marriage, Huntsville, because what it does is, to me, it's like it was draining. It was sucking the energy out of it. But God said there and said, it's not about me. He said, you go and you tell it to your people. Don't look at the numbers. Don't look at what these people are saying. Because like I said, this right here is true ministry right here, because this is where our people act. Because we call good evil and evil good. That's sad. That is so sad. That is so sad, guys. That is so sad. And Elijah says, look, very bitter and hateful towards Martell. Yeah, they very, Donna said, yes, very bitter and hateful. But let him do it, because this is, I know how God works. You cannot tell me how the Most High God works. The more dirt that they throw on people, the more dirt that they throw on you, the more that God is building you up. You need your haters. Your haters is your motivators. Your haters is what pushes you into your destination. Your haters are your biggest advertisement. Guys, can't you see it? This is a learning lesson where people will see how her wrong will always bring you down. Wow. Wow. Carlson is a teammate for the Scots, not for Melanie. Male fans are falling for a BS. Yeah, yes. She gonna tell them whatever they want to hear. She's gonna tell them whatever they want to hear. But like I sit there and say, guys, when I call it, I am a true prophetess. And yes, I'm talking about these reality shows because that's where our people at, lost in the sauce. But when I tell you something, guys, I promise you, you can take it to the bank. All she's doing is opening the door for Ariane Curry to come in so she can sit on the side of her husband. Did you hear what I said? Oh, you don't like that, huh? You don't like that, huh? Call me whatever you want to call me. But all she's doing is open the door so she can sit on the side, so Ariane can come in like everybody else coming in, and whether you like it or not, to sit on the side of her husband. Because like I said, I'm not going to tell you anything that's going to tickle your ears. I'm going to tell you the truth. And even though it may not be now, but trust me, give it a little more time and you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. Because like I said, I understand all the stuff that went on with how it played out with Melanie and Martell Holt. But like I said, Melanie is the one that put her own life on display. Melanie is the one that pitched this show. Melanie is the one that is the executive producer and also a castmate and cannot even control that because she didn't even know who was coming on that show. She didn't know who was coming on that show. Melanie ain't got no control who comes in and who goes out on that show unless she cashing those checks or writing those checks. And Melanie is not writing those checks. So guys, like I said there and say, you guys need to stop sitting there trying to manipulate and try to tear down everybody on that show while lifting up one person. Because God is not going to sit there and bless no mess. And that's real talk, okay? I see Linda Gamble say, hello, Lady D. Hey, Linda, how are you doing? Yes, indeed. Praise the Lord. I see, yes, all my old ones that was holding my back is coming in. Yeah, I see Logical says that Carson is the new cast member to replace Destiny Business. Husband and family, smart, strong, and beautiful. Carson cannot be bullied like Destiny. Yeah, that's all Carson is doing. Carson is only sitting there telling them what they want to hear so she can put her foot in that door. And once she put her foot in the door, then all hell gonna break loose. All hell gonna break loose. So all I can say right now, just like TD Jake says, get ready, get ready, get ready. Because what the devil meant for bad, God can turn it around for our good. And that's real talk, okay? So like I say, all those ones out there, I mean, even the ones that I thought that, at least, was 9 buys where they could sit there and call it out. I know they had a favorite, but still, right is right. I'm even seeing these people even looking demonic. I mean, these people look like they're ready to go into the hospital. Look like their blood pressure and everything is raising up over people they don't know. I mean, this blogger, which I love her, but like I said, they say, you got so much stuff that is going good in your life, your personal life, as you say, you're not even bringing it all that to the world and putting it on your channel. You're so busy worrying about some people that you don't even know. Make it make sense. This is what I call insane, guys. This is totally insane. Light Beer said, thanks, sister. I don't have many on my channel either. Yeah, you're not if you're speaking the truth. But like I said, they say, guys say, don't worry about the numbers, honey, because 2 can put what? 2 can put 500 a flight. How many 10 can put? 10 can put 10,000 a flight. So just imagine God don't look at the numbers, guys, because what God has is for you, and no devil in hell can prevail against it. They tried all types of way to tear this channel down, demonetize me, did all types of stuff. But like I said, it didn't stop me. It didn't stop me. All it did was just make me stronger. Sometimes, yes, I don't feel like coming on, but this is not about me. This is not about me. Even if there's one, I know the heavens is rejoicing because I'm team right. I stand on my truth. I can't compromise, guys. I can't. I speak for our world and against their world forces upon us. Amen. Absolutely. I will look for your channel. Logic. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to our channel, Light Beer Natural Spiritual. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, guys, because like I said, we need more. We need more because it's time for us to come to the front. It's time for us to speak up. It's time for us to stop being doormats and letting the world just sit there cause all types of havoc, as you can see right here. Media, social media can be a beast, but we can use it to glorify God. We can use it to uplift and not to tear it down. And if we do tear it down, we're going to build back up because we all are saved by God's amazing grace. This is a lot, guys. This is too much. Melanie cannot trust Carlson. I do believe this is AC way into the show. Absolutely. When I call it, guys, you can take it to the bank. You could take it to the bank. And I promise you, you guys going to come back and you're going to tell me other bloggers is sitting there telling that Ariane Curry is coming on that show because Martell and Ariane has jumped the broom. Okay? Now remember where you heard it from. You heard it right here on Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. Guys, I got about 8 more minutes, and after that, I'm going to call it quit. Wow, like, yes, the truth is always being silent. Yes, the truth always be silent because the truth don't need, look, the truth gonna speak for itself. The truth gonna speak for itself. The truth don't have to toot their own horn. The truth gonna slowly but surely find its way back home. When you see everybody that's sitting there barking, yeah, bark dog or hit dog, it's going to holler. But Mel need to sit there and see Mel and her fans. Oh, everybody is picking on Mel. But yet, all these bloggers is sitting there putting their foot on Martell's neck, wanting this man in jail, trying to stop this man from making his money, a decent living. Guys, that is messed up. That is messed up. But like I said, this is the type of world that we live in. This is the type of world that we live in. It's sad, but this is the type of world that we live in. But that's all right. Because want me to tell you something? You never win playing dirty. And what's done in the dark will eventually come to the light. Because like I said, when you try to harm somebody else, honey, you better make sure when you dig that ditch, you better dig another one because you might fall in it as well. And that's real talk. That's real talk, guys. But it's sad when our own people is the ones that's helping these people do their job. That should show you we are a lost generation, guys. We lost. We are lost. I know some that I wanted to show you guys. I can't find it. But yeah, Martell is going farther with his wine. I think now that it's probably be on different stores and stuff. I can't find it, but I know I had saw it. But guys, like I said there and say, honey, we got to stop it. We got to stop being so jealous. And I talk about that all the time, how jealousy is crueler than the grave. Yeah, this right here, let me see if I can find my glasses. Yeah, this right here, I wanted to show this to you. It says, Martell Holt collection is coming soon. So that's his wine collection. It's coming soon. I guess they're going to be jealous and trying to go on Yap and give him a bad report on that as well, because that's exactly what our people love to do. Which I hope also Martell get into some kind of sports gears. I would love to see him do something like that because that's pretty much of his calling. Like say my channel is on a week suspension from going live because I'm raw. Wow. Wow. Like I said there and say, this is the type of world that we live. You speak the truth, then they'll try to come against it. But like I said, what God has for you is for you, and no devil in hell can prevail against it. And I pray that your channel will prosper. I'm gonna make sure that I go and subscribe to your channel as well. I see right here, Elijah say, "Wow, like yes, the truth is always yeah." Yes, that's what she's talking about because they suspended her channel from speaking the truth. So I had to delete almost. Well, I didn't have to delete, but I didn't know which videos that YouTube wanted me to go ahead and take off. I had to delete almost 500. So it's very hard, but that's the type of world that we live in. Donna says that Mel is not thinking about her kids and Mel is making too much money off of this. She's not going to win because she is busy playing dirty for the love of money. And guys, I talk about it all the time. You can never build a solid foundation off of material possession. That's like building a house on sinking sand. That's like building a house on sinking sand. I never saw a U-Haul with all your possessions going to a grave site and putting it in the grave with you. Other people are going to come and take it from you. So, like I said, keep chasing almighty dollars. Keep chasing it. Because the love of money is the root of all evil. You sitting there thinking that, oh, if I can make this much money and then send my kids to therapy and all this other stuff. Those kids, trust me, when them kids get old enough, them kids ain't going to have nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you, because when they needed you the most, you had nothing to do with them. And like I said, I am so glad that now the Most High God has given Martell Holt a bigger platform. I'm so glad that God had put Carlos King in Martell's life where Carlos didn't have to do it, because they are coming for Carlos King now. But see, Carlos, he's not looking at these people, because no weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rise against you shall be condemned. So I'm glad that now Carlos King is seeing the bigger picture, where he's sitting there saying, no, this is not right. This is not fair. This man deserved to make a living just like everybody else. And I'm glad that God is opening up doors for Martell Holt. And I pray that he have an overflow, abundance, an overflow, in spite of what his enemies, the traps that they're trying to set before him. Because like I said, God does not look at the way that we look at people. God looks at the heart of the man, not their action, because tongue in cheek, you can say anything, but it's your heart. That's how God looks at your heart. I got 2 more minutes, guys. Martell is doing man suit. Yeah, I heard that one. Elijah said Martell is doing a man suit line and other clothing for men. He will do well. Yes, absolutely, because he loved to dress. But I also think, something dealing with sports, because, maybe some weights, get some new, something dealing with sports because of, his body and stuff like that. Like I say, Donna, children requires a lot to become productive, healthy part of society. She is mentally destroying her children. Absolutely. Money is the root of all evil. Absolutely. The love of money is the root of all evil. The love of money will always destroy the lover of it. Amen. That's exactly. And so many of our people running. And I don't know why we chase this money, because money should be chasing us. The Bible said the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. Everything that's in this world, it belongs to us anyway. So why are we chasing something that is ours anyway? What's the purpose of having all this stuff? You can't take it with you. But that's just to show you that's where our people at. We got to shake these chains. We got to shake those residues, pull down these strongholds. Because like I said, only what you do for God is gonna last anyway. I tell you guys all the time. I got tell you guys all the time. I say a thief is not gonna call your house and say, "Oh, I'm coming and rob your house." A thief is just gonna show up. So let your goods be evil spoken of, and that's real talk. That's real talk. So, guys, look, I thank you for joining my live light bearer, uh, natural spirit. Guys, make sure you go ahead and check our channel out. Logical Speak, always holding me down. Thank you, thank you. Donna Davis, uh, Linda Gamble, thank you for coming on. I haven't seen that in a long time. Guys, thank you for joining my live. I only stay on an hour. But like I said, this right here, you never win when you play dirty. Never win when you play dirty. Only what you do for God is gonna last. Oh, yep. Look, let me talk about this right here. Guys, did you see this logical? Did you see this right here? You see how God was set there? Now, you don't see nobody on social media talking about this right here. Do you see back then that Melody Holtz was had took a picture, was a fan of Sheree? Look how God, look at God. Do you see this right here, Logic? And I'm about to leave because I only stay an hour, but I forgot about this picture right here. Just look at this picture right here. And you don't see that none of these bloggers or these fans talking about stuff like this. When Melody Holt, yes, was a fan of Sheree Whitfield, and even had Sheree hugging her child. Do you see this? Do you see this? Thank you, Elijah. Elijah say a great review as always, lady. Yes, I saw. This is, and now who is the one that is hugging with Sheree? Who is the one that's hugging with Sheree? And I'm gonna leave you guys on this note. I'm gonna leave you guys with this note. Let me tell you, and this is Bible. This is Bible. Don't you know that the Most High God will have you to build a house, set the house up, get all the furniture, get everything that you need for that house, just to have someone else walk right in. And that's exactly what you see. That's exactly what you see. So like I said, you never win playing dirty. Never win playing dirty, because you never know. God might have a change of mind. And by you playing dirty, everything that you was praying and you was asking God for, somebody else gonna come right in and reap the harvest. And that's real talk. Elijah said, I love the smile on Martell and Cherie here. Yes, she was a fan. Now Cherie got the man. On that night, and on that note, let me drop this mic again. Ain't nobody mad but the devil, because you never win playing dirty. And that's real talk. So, guys, love you guys. I'm finna go and try to put some on for dinner. And I'll talk to you guys maybe tomorrow. Thank you for joining my live. Like I said, my channel is not for everybody, but in here we got to tell the truth. If you can't stand the heat, you got to get out the kitchen. Love you guys. Thank you, Logic. Thank you for holding me down, girl. Love you.